Hey guys, Jalen here. So today I will be looking at a video from that Japanese man, Yuta, on why Japan hates beards. So you can see I have a beard. I kind of shaved a little bit. It's a little bit's gone. Let me know how that goes. But I think it looks a little bit nicer. But Japanese man Yuta, sometimes he has a beard, sometimes he doesn't. This is like the second video I'm doing on him. I really like his channel. Go check it out. Check out the video. Watch other videos that he's done. He does really good interviews, and he has, I think, a Japanese class too. Check that out as well. Anyway, let's begin.
Hey guys, it's Yuta. So, Japanese people are extremely averse to facial hair.
ヒゲがある男は彼氏としてありかなしか。
なしです。自分の彼氏があるのとないのだったらどっちがいいですか？
ない。ひげ嫌やな。
And what's the reason?
あんまり清潔そうじゃないから。
理由的には何でですか？
清潔感。
This is not news to me. A lot of jobs require you to shave. And in my high school,
Yeah, actually, a lot of people said I look a lot more cleaner now. I look a lot more younger with a shaved beard. While maybe back in the States, a lot more people liked my beard a little bit more. It's kind of a manly kind of thing. But in Japan, you don't really see that. So it's a little bit strange. And especially for my job before, they've told me before, you need to shave if my beard's growing out a little bit more. But with my job now, they don't really care. So I can grow it out as much as I want. But I kind of got sick of the beard, so I shaved a little bit down.
but there was a very significant event at that time and in the world, and that was World War II. And many military officials back then had facial hair. Perhaps it was a symbol of authority and masculinity and strength again. I find it interesting that when there's chaos, more guys have facial hair. But then the war was over, and we started having a lot of salaried employees, aka salarymen. They definitely didn't have a lot of facial hair. It's almost as though they wanted to achieve the same looks. No personality, no standing out, and no authority.
Yeah, it seems like when there's too much time, they start to look more deeper into the details, like getting a cleaner shaven face or the clothes that you're wearing. But then when there's the chaotic times like war, it seems that they don't really care about that cleanliness so much, and they want more of a manly or more rugged look when they are in those kind of times. So it's kind of interesting to see that dynamic shift during certain times. Like right now we're in a peacetime, in Japan at least, and a lot of people really do try to enforce the shaving and more cleanly look and a cleaner, more like suave kind of look compared to maybe a little bit older when there's a wartime when someone's supposed to be looking really big and manly. It's kind of cool.
Maybe it's partly because not everybody can grow facial hair while everybody can shave. If you want to conform, shave. But if you don't, that's a different story. In the 60s, we had the student movement. And some guys who were rebellious started to grow some facial hair. Some people were also criticizing how people try to look the same by wearing the same suit and shaving. I've read that back then, Che Guevara style facial hair was popular because he was the symbol of revolution. But when I see the photos of student movements, it seems like most people actually didn't have facial hair. I guess not every activist had facial hair. Only the ones who had. And the situation hasn't changed that much ever since. Japanese people today mostly don't like facial hair. That's why Japanese girls' favorite Sengoku husbando don't have facial hair, even though some of the real-life ones had some.
It's funny how anime really changes the cultural icons like that. They really romanticizes and gives them kind of a more dramatic story when they really weren't that really different compared to the rest of the people in that era. And it's so different how we kind of interpret them now. So it's more of a creative aspect of how we're looking at those kind of cultural icons, which is kind of funny at the same time.
Their companies because they treated them unfairly due to their facial hair. And interestingly, those cases were generally settled in favor of the plaintiff because in terms of the law, people didn't think their company had the right to force somebody to shave. But on a more practical level, I think most Japanese people think that if your company asks you to shave, you should shave. If you work in sales, you most likely have to shave. Because they think even one customer doesn't approve of facial hair, they don't want to risk it. And in this kind of society, if you do choose not to shave, it's like as though you are showing that you don't conform easily.
Yeah, I really didn't like that. Like I mentioned before, I was told to shave, I was told to cut my hair and look more presentable when we had clients. I understand that we have to give a certain image to the clients that we are respectable and that we look good, but I really didn't like how, that they saw facial hair or your hair as could be kind of dirty, especially since I have curly hair. I might have the same length as someone with straight hair, but since my hair is curly, they see it as kind of too different, and I should try to conform more with the ideal appearance of what someone professional should look like. And I really don't like that. And a lot of I feel the rules here aren't really modern enough to kind of, I feel like a lot of the discrimination is kind of legal here. And so a lot of companies can get away with those kind of things. And if you don't have to conform with what they say, but they can make your life definitely a lot worse for it, for having that kind of independence for yourself. So you definitely have to fit in if you want to do well at companies, and I really don't like that idea.
Which makes some people a little bit uncomfortable. Having said that, many Japanese guys have facial hair, including me, and it's associated with kind of independent or artistic jobs, such as an artist, photojournalist, or a ghostbuster. But a book about facial hair in modern Japanese history suggests that our facial hair trends are largely influenced by Western countries.
Definitely subscribe to his channel and his email group. He definitely has a lot of good information, a lot of good content. I like the way he thinks a lot too. It's really interesting. He gives a really good Western perspective from the Japanese kind of point of view. And I think it's a really good mix that not a lot of Japanese people have. And I thought the main reason why a lot of Japanese people don't have facial hair is because they don't grow it very well. And I think that is true, but I didn't really think about too much about the culture. Going forward, I think I'm gonna keep going with my style, having at least a little bit of short beard or grow a little bit longer because I work from home too sometimes. So I think I'm gonna keep doing it, and I think other people should do it more, except beards more. Beards are cool, looks really manly, and it could completely change your style. So thanks guys for watching. Subscribe if you wanna see more, and until next time guys, bye.